Let's face it, it's only 4 to 44, but I mean, we'll just tackle it now. It's a quick one. It's a quick one. So I can smash this out of the park right now. Try again. God damn this map. This map is pain. This map is pain incarnate. Right, let's see if we can do this. If we can do this, we win. We can't. Oh, come on, man. Although, to be fair, cluster bombs in general are pretty solid. They are pretty damn solid. So I want Ninja to be like here, so that something sharp can be thrown at black and zebra balloons. You stay on close. Quincy, come down here. Hug that wall. Nice. And wow, I just realized we have like no money, do we? I guess we can get that. Alright, do we think that can get to round 44? No. I'll answer for you guys, don't worry. No. But to be fair, cluster bombs is pretty good. It's no recursive cluster, that's for sure. It's certainly not a recursive cluster. But maybe this will work? I don't know. I don't know. I really honestly don't. But that's the risk you take with these deflation rounds, isn't it? That's the risk you take. Plus, this is good practice. Either way. You know? Regardless of how many attempts this takes me, which, by the way, it has taken me a few, this is good practice. Because it makes me better as a BTD6 player. Every game I play gives me some sort of feedback. And then I can learn. I can learn. Right, so here's the problem. Honestly, the problem has always been the same thing. And that problem has been the fact that rainbow balloons and up are quite beefy and have quite a few friends hanging about inside them. So I'm thinking that if I can just solve that problem, we'll be a-okay. Honestly though, I feel like I should have placed this guy a little bit further down so we could shoot recursive clusters down here. Recursive? No, not recursive clusters, but cluster bombs. And how we looking? Okay, so far so good. I've also realized that I'm fairly sure about this, but cannonballs don't explode, right? Essentially, well, as far as I can gather from my expert and vast knowledge on the subject, and I'll reference my sources. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Yup, that's my only source. But as far as I can tell, oh, and Pirates of the Caribbean, those movies, great movies. As far as I can tell, cannonballs are just fucking heavy. And it's not that the cannonballs themselves are explosive, but you use such an explosive force to launch them at such a high speed that whatever it comes into contact with just kind of stops existing as well as it did a few seconds ago. So it may look like it's exploding, but it's kind of just, you know, chucking a really heavy rock at someone. Hurts like hell, but not because it exploded. See? Wise words from me. So that's interesting, because I don't know why, but I've slowly started associating, I think it's because of BTD6, I've slowly started associating cannonballs with being like filled with explosives of some sort that somehow trigger on impact, which is not the case, to my knowledge. But I think BTD6 is slowly making me think that, thanks to recursive cluster. Just because it's still got the, oh, I guess the top path also has it. It's still got the typical cannon shape to it. You know, whereas the middle path turns into a missile. So that at least looks a little different, but the bottom and the top path, typically still very canon-like. Also, I know this whole Odyssey is based on the number 4, you know, 44, 4 to 4, same with the upgrades, 4 to 4, and all that. But like, makes you wonder if Contraptions just made it this way so that we couldn't have abilities. I mean, technically, if you chose a Super Monkey, you'd still get an ability, but that's the rare exception to the rule, you know? Is it that rare? Are there any other towers with abilities on any path that isn't the middle? I'm pretty sure most of them are just attached to the middle path upgrades, except for the Super Monkey, because the bottom path gives you the shift ability, the dark shift, whatever you want to call it, the teleportation. Other than that, Super Monkey's still got their regular Tech Terror / anti-balloon ability as well. Makes you wonder if Ninja Kiwi planned that or not. Like, did they plan to have the abilities always in the middle spot, or did they just port BTD5 to BTD6 and then filled in the gaps? You know, makes you think. Makes you think. Because technically, if, aside from the towers introduced in BTD6, if all the towers from BTD5 that were ported to BTD6 all have their same abilities, then the only new ability would be the Dark Shift. At least for the OG towers. Obviously I'm not talking about towers introduced in this game like Druid or Druid, or the Alchemist. Sorry, I really couldn't think of one, so I was just like, yep, the Druid. Okay, but see, that's what I'm talking about. Cluster bombs is insane. Right, Moab. See how we go. Because cluster bombs won't exactly shine very well here, I don't think. Well, maybe it will. Oh wow, fucking destroyed. Okay, just put a cluster bombs down, honestly. Huh. Yeah, wow. Please tell me this just shreds for the rest of the game too. I think it's the fact that cluster bombs can pop black balloons, right? For some reason. Like, I get it that shrapnel shot was, oh, camo rainbows could be an issue. But Quincy can actually chime in here, which is always good. Speed up a little. There we go. Catch the stragglers. Cool. Hopefully there's no more camos. But yeah, I understand vaguely where it's like you got frag bombs on the last one, upgrading to bomb bombs instead of being a nerf because you can't pop black balloons anymore or zebras. They've made it a buff now. Cool. Oh my god, I hate that map. Next. I honestly prefer Spillway to Rake. I don't care who knows it. Spillway is more intuitive to me. So we need a ninja in some way. Oh god. What if we place an Alk, sell it, and then buy a ninja? And I don't mean all in the one round. Don't fret. Right, so Alk is actually OP when it comes to popping blue balloons. You do need to put it on strong though. Don't know what I'm doing. Because essentially if the regrow rate's low enough, Alk is actually a powerhouse. Look at that. Incredible damage. Cool. Let's go home and come back because I'm too lazy to turn off auto start. Sell you, buy the ninja now, and because round 4 is over, we might have a chance. Might have a chance. Right. Camo balloons galore. You're doing well, but I'm afraid that some of these guys are going to be leaving very soon. You're going to have to attend to everybody at the party. Okay, honestly not bad, and you almost sniped that one. So, pretty good. Seeking Shuriken is a bait. 100% bait here. If you don't know what I mean, it's just a waste of money. Always get Ninja Discipline first. Because Seeking Shuriken can be got later. And while, yes, actually in this situation it might not be bait. Let's try it. Let's try it. It might not be bait just because almost all of our shots will specifically target just about like 1.5 balloons. So let's try it. This way it guarantees 2 balloons are hit every single throw. So we'll give it a shot. Yeah, ignore what I said about bait. This looks actually pretty good. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Okay, never mind. Seeking Shurikens on this map, not bait. On certain other maps, very heavy on the bait side of things. Beautiful way of dealing with that black balloon, Ninja. Keep it up, keep it up. Beautiful, nice. Okay, not bad. So far, so good. But also expectedly difficult. Expectedly difficult. Yep, that's what I'm going with. I'm sticking by it. If you have a problem with those words being put together, then I'm sorry. Alright. But I think we're out of the woods and into the forest, which isn't awful, but at the same time we need something that can pop leads like tomorrow. And I don't mean tomorrow, I mean now, because we need lead popping power by the end of this round as a fact. It's not a joke. I wish it was. Because if we can't afford it very soon, we're gonna lose a lot of lives. Is that enough money? Oh my god, it's just not. Focus on anything else. Anything else. For now. Just give us the money. Honestly, even if I do place it now, yeah, this guy's already on his way out. Ooh, which means we either need to... No, because we only lost 5 potential cash from not popping balloons and letting them go through. What's taken away our money? No, it's not something that's taken away our money. It's because we started on round 4 instead of round 3. Interesting. Okay, maybe for this round we can just try something else. This might be weird. What if we just do this? Just put you on strong. You know? It's super strange. And I'll even put a boat out as well, just to help. But we've already proven that the Alchemist can do well in the middle. Admittedly, yes, it was on round 4. But who knows? Maybe round 10 is just a repeat of round 4. Which, in regular standard gameplay, it is. It's a shit ton of greens for no reason other than fuck you. No, it's a shit ton of blues. It's a shit ton of blues, my bad. But yeah, it's pretty much a duplicate of round 4. The only difficult part here is we don't have damage. Oh, actually, we might not need it. That's handy. Wow. Okay, well, there's your answer to round 10. Fuck me. How did that work? Right. Now we need our camo boy back. Shit. This is such an alternate balloons round thing to do. Just make you dance between upgrades and towers that you want and need. Right, let's see if we can hopefully just jump straight to Ninja Discipline, because despite it actually being a good upgrade on this map, Ninja Discipline is still better. Double the attack speed, boost the range, you know? Still a better upgrade. But yeah, there's a lot of buying and selling going on here. And I'll admit, I'm not a fan of it, but I'm more of a fan of buying and selling than I am of micromanaging. Please don't put leads back in very soon, you know? You've just introduced them, you don't need to show us what they look like again. Oh boy. Why does this round look like it's starting off weak? Oh no, it's not. It's got yellows. Yellows are pretty dangerous. Okay. I'm wondering if there's a way to set the targeting on my boat so that it only attacks this side. Because I would love it to only be shooting into the balloons rather than trying to chase them. But it's fine. I was just hopeful and curious. I was curiopeful. Right. Let's put down an alchemist here. Put him on strong. Boom. We officially are fine until camo leads show up. Which I think show up in the 20s. Which means we need this boat to be able to pop camo leads by then. Because let's face it. We can put Quincy down, but I can't guarantee Quincy will be able to do all of that work. Are those black balloons? Okay, cool. Those black balloons are indeed not camo. Okay. I'm honestly scared for some reason. Okay. Sharp shuriken and seeking shuriken. Good. Are you on strong? You are on strong. Love that from you. All of these guys being regrow is actually difficult. Well, would you know? Very cool. All right. Who would have thought spillway was a pain? How quickly will Quincy get to camo? See, that's the thing about Quincy, is that camo's at level 5. And that's just pure agony. Having to wait that long is just awful. Right. Well, if we sell you, technically, we can get this and... No, we can't buy faster shooting. Interesting. Okay, but let's just try it with Grape Shot. I know I wasn't a big fan of it and I put it on close and that didn't help, but maybe it does help. And I just didn't give it enough of a chance, you know? Holy shit. That actually did work really well. You know what? I'll take it. Seeking Shuriken. We're just praying that there's no leads here. 35 I'll take. It's sad, but my standards are lowering. As every Odyssey has done to me in the past, my standards are slowly lowering to the point where I'll have just the wrong amount of lives left to be able to live through the last map. Which is a damn shame, but sharp shurikens is needed. I know it really sucks because we need lead popping power and quick, but sharp shurikens is honestly needed to keep us alive right now. So we'll get hot shot. This seems like a round that'll have a lead in it just to be a dick. Am I right? Hey, it doesn't matter anyway. We've got hot shot. Nice. Okay, hot shot's done. Longer range, I know this is a weird combo considering we have, this is alternate balloons round, so it is difficult. You know, it's not your typical game mode, but honestly, if we can get a camo lead popper like that, nice and early, we can focus on our defense. Cool, okay. This has been a shit show so far. But it's looking better now. I shouldn't speed that up. Why did I think that was on slow? Okay. So far, so good. I do want to put down Quincy at some point, because despite him not being able to see camos, the entire round isn't just camos. So I'm not super worried about him not being able to see them. Yet. Ooh, just in time. Look at that. You beauty. Okay, round 24, camo lead. Good, we got it in time. Now Ninja? Quincy? Whoops, almost got those two mixed up. Would never want to do that. Quincy actually got to level 3 pretty much straight from the end of that last round, which is beautiful. It means he's 2 levels closer to being able to pop camo balloons, which is insanely helpful. Thank you, 1 level closer. Just give me double shot. I can guarantee most of these problems will just go away on their own after that. Please give me double shot. Okay, we're looking actually pretty good now. Nice. Okay. Double shot's beautiful. It is a legendary upgrade in my mind. If we had to turn BTD6 into a TCG of some sort, then by far, double shot would be a legendary. 100%, no doubt in my mind. Right, how are we looking? Lead round, casual leads. I'm happy with casual leads. Where do I want the alk though? I know I want the bomb shooter like here maybe? Sorry about that. As usual, you can probably guess, but I was just being handed dinner. Right, if we have the bomb shooter there, not close, put him on first so he actually aims in the middle, where possible. But yes, I think we're doing well. I think we are. Put Alchemist there. I just want to get all my towers down now, because they're all in good positions. They are. You know, Ninja's in the best position, obviously. But everything else can at least slightly see into the middle of the map. I know it's not super ideal that they can't fully see in the middle, but at least they've got something going for them. Clusters. Beautiful. Okay, clusters are going to make this so much nicer. So much nicer. And I'm really glad that cluster bombs and recursive cluster is attached to the upgrade part that gives range. That's an unexpected boon here, in all honesty. Like, you wouldn't expect it to be useful, you'd be just like, oh, well, it could have been attached to something better. No, in this situation, very fucking useful. We'll buff Quincy, so that we can get the jump on some leads, because Quincy doesn't have what you would call consistent lead popping power. Every third shot is not great, but with an alchemist buff, it gets the job done. I'd hate to say it's better, but it kind of is. Right, can we get a balloon jitsu at this point? I honestly don't know if we'll have the money for it, but just that cluster bomb on its own is beautiful. Now the only problem is figuring out how to beat Ouch with 35 lives. I'm confident we will keep most of these lives. I can't say for sure that we'll keep them all, but I'm fairly confident that we can keep hold of almost all of these. So, beating Ouch on reverse, hard difficulty, with 35 lives. That's what I'm... That's the big one here. Oh, I thought this was a different game mode. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to afford Balloon Jitsu by now. I've been playing BTD5 recently, and some of the difficulties allow you to buy Ninja for like, or Balloon Jitsu for like 2,300. I was just remembering the good old days. Cheap Ninja upgrades. Because there weren't tier 5s, so you know, you could absolutely make tier 4 upgrade like that cheaper. You know? Alright. So far so good. Ninja is Balloon Jitsuing. Bomb is recursing. Berserker is a brewing. And Quincy is a doing. Whatever the fuck Quincy does. I think we're gonna get Perishing Potions specifically for the Moab to die sooner. And since he's only buffing the one guy, it doesn't make a difference which cross path we take in terms of uptime. Well, it does make a difference, but no, it doesn't. Not with just one. Oh, and it's fortified. I forgot about that little tidbit. Cool. Quincy, please. How many laps does it do? Ooh, that is good. That is surprisingly good for us. Because it ends on the path that is actually the recursive cluster, which is surprisingly the best thing we could have hoped for. Right. What if we just get Caltrops? Is that going to make the difference? It was good timing on that Alchemist as well, given that Berserker brew. Pop it there. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Alright. So clearly Caltrops was okay there. Wasn't the greatest. We didn't have the triple damage to Moabs from Quincy's next upgrade. Okay, okay. Admittedly, that's a bit of a downer, but we did get Quincy late. It's to be expected. It's to be expected. Okay. Come on, Caltrops, do your thing. We'll hit Quincy on the second time around here. Now. Yeah, there we go. Quincy's always better on cleanup in my mind. Oh damn, oh I forgot we can actually get recursive cluster. Thanks to Rake, I've had it in my mind this entire time that recursive cluster for some reason is off limits. It's not. And it's broken as hell if you can get it, so just get it. In fact, we shouldn't have any more problems. Oh, I'm so glad this map's done with. Regular Moabs we can slaughter, let's face it. Quincy's got his triple damage now, and yeah, they're not fortified. They stand no chance. I did specifically pause just in case I was wrong, and I didn't want to put the final nail in the coffin, but there we go. Okay, fucking hell. Spillway done. Can we beat #ouch with 35 lives? Yay, nay, may, bay. Alright, this map with this setup, I hate to say it, but it feels impossible, right? I'm just putting that out there now. But I'm gonna test some things. So, first of all, this is gonna be a massive compilation, potentially, of me testing things until I reach something which is reasonably a good solution. Now, the reason why I think it's impossible, at least for me in this specific setup, if you guys have chosen different towers, you might have better luck than me. But personally, because it's Quincy, right? Obviously, Quincy's not the greatest of heroes, not the worst in my opinion, but not the greatest either, right? So typically level 1 Quincy sucks. Let's see. Buccaneer did get us through round 4 with a few lives available to us. However, we do now need to beat round 5 with 11 lives, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think it'll go very well. And to be honest, it's surprisingly going better than any of my other attempts have, because I would have been dead by then, but I'm dead now, so it doesn't matter anyway. Cool. Right, so that has been my best attempt with a tower, because if you'll see, if I place Quincy, even if I place him here, which is 3 lanes relatively covered, this lane just screws us completely by the end of round 4, which sucks. And $100 doesn't really help us level up Quincy at all. Bomb shooter, as you would expect, is quite abysmal. And we're dead. Cool. Boat got us as far as we did, which we can respect. Ninja would do just as poorly, if not slightly better than Quincy, I would say, but of course, overflow from all the sides does still mean we lose. And Alchemist, despite my love of the Alchemist on round 4 on certain maps, I feel like even if Alch does do well on this, then, yeah, no, it didn't do well. So it doesn't matter. Cool. Right, so, if there is a solution with these 4 towers on their own, that's cool, right? That's dope. Yeah? But as far as I can tell, Boat gets me past round 4 if I put it somewhat in the middle so that it can hit all 4 sides, right? So long as it can hit all 4 sides, you'll end up with an arbitrary amount of lives ranging between, as far as I can tell, 12 and 1 left over. So, you know, maybe you can make that work. I mean, I've got, what? I can tank that red, but I can't tank anymore. And there's still a good handful of balloons left over. 295 is not enough to make a decent purchase on the boat. It gives me more range, which I guess we could at least, what do you call it? We could at least, oh, what's the word? There's a specific word. Indulge. We can at least indulge the boat in the range increase upgrade, you know? Maybe it makes a difference. Maybe it makes a difference. Maybe we just die quicker because the boat's decision-making capabilities have changed. Indeed, we die quicker. Cool. Right, so upgraded range doesn't really help, and we couldn't afford any other upgrade. We could sell and buy another tower, which in most cases would be better, because Quincy's better on round 5 than round 4, but in this case, Quincy can still only guard 3 sides maximum, and removing the water from the middle of the map is not free, it costs $1,000. So, there's not really a good way out of this. I won't lie. I think even if we had 44 lives, this specific setup works very well on the first 4 maps. Sadly not so great on the last one. Which is a shame. But, to be honest, I should have seen this coming. Right? Because if we go back out and look at our crew available to us, if we had looked at the last map, saw the amount of cash we'd be starting with and the round we'd be starting on, it's a fairly big hint to grab something cheaper than $500, which is our entire team. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think there's a way to do this with this team. However, you probably won't like it. Sadly, I think, at least for this last map, because so far we've gotten through 4 maps without, and here it comes, monkey knowledge, right? Now, I do think there are many ways to beat this map. One of them being switch up your crew, pick cheaper things so that you can place multiple towers down on the last map and have them guard quite effectively, right? The problem with that is our setup has beaten the first 4 maps. I can't guarantee a new setup with cheaper towers would be able to do that, but if you guys can figure that out, by all means go for it. I, however, wish to test this. So, I'm gonna do something because someone did suggest it at one point. Because not everyone's got all monkey knowledge, I will try and do it with minimal monkey knowledge by just respeccing, right? Doesn't make a difference to me. I will happily do it if it helps you guys. Now, first thing that comes to mind is pre-game prep. If we're working up from like minimum benefits to maximum benefits, I'd say if we just get 1, 2, can't afford it, so I guess it doesn't matter, 3, 4, 5. 5 monkey knowledge points to get pre-game prep. And we turn that on. So as you can see, still just pre-game prep is going to be the major benefit here. So let's see if 5 monkey knowledge points can make this map tolerable. And then we'll take it from there if it doesn't, right? So we've got pre-game prep, leaves a nice little spike pile at the end of each section of the map, which is a lovely little benefit right there. Each, not just one of them. So we'll see how we go now. We'll see if 5 monkey knowledge can make the difference. Okay, right. And death. Cool. Very cool. Okay. While I do think it is possible with this setup and pre-game prep only, it's still pretty scary. It's still pretty scary. So let's see what else we can do with this monkey knowledge. Alright, look at the powers tree just because... Actually, no. Everything else in the powers tree is pretty useless to us because we don't have any powers. Right. Heroes knowledge. What do we got? Increased range, explosives gets +2 pierce, level 10 ability cooldowns reduced by 10%. None of those are super great off the start. Support knowledge is tempting. Or is it? It's alright. Wait, what was that one? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Magic is tempting just for this. But this is what I've got my eye on, right? This is my next potential upgrade. So, 8 points required to get down to this level, which means we need to put in presumably 9 points total to get to this upgrade. Or maybe 10. I don't particularly know. Right, so we've already spent 5 monkey knowledge. In fact, let's get a little crazy. I know I've literally just thrown 2,000 extra cash down the drain there, but if we didn't have pre-game prep, what if we got just Mana Shield on its own, right? So we need these two at least to get to this upgrade, but we can't get that one yet, so Speedy Brewing, go there now, grab Arcane Impale. Right, now we can't get to this one until we have 8 points, so we need 2 more in Magic. You know what, we'll get useful ones, why not? Double shot reduced. Yeah, no, we'll get useful ones. We'll get this and that. Oh yeah. And then we'll get Mana Shield. Right. How much does that take? 9. 9 monkey knowledge to get Mana Shield. Now, ordinarily, if we weren't stuck on the early rounds, I would say that Mana Shield is a better upgrade to have at the start of any game instead of pre-game prep. However, Mana Shield does have its downsides as well. The main downside being, if you're on a map with 4 pathways, the effect of pre-game prep gets quadrupled, while the effect of Mana Shield just does the same thing. Just does the same thing. So I would advise having both. So what? 5 plus 9, 14 monkey knowledge total is what I would recommend for this map. I think it would do pretty damn well, but we'll see, right? Because the problem with Mana Shield is shown right here. Yeah, that's not super effective, is it? Nope. And death. Cool. Right. I was hoping that would be the case. So now we do the old the double down, you know? We get pre-game prep and Mana Shield. This is one hell of a combo. Let me tell you that now. Essentially, Mana Shield is your pre-game prep after your pre-game prep has gone, which could not be a more better way of explaining anything in the universe. Right, so now that we've got both, we've got the backup, and we've got the backup's backup, right? I think we'll actually be okay here, and we might just potentially win it. Because, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Mana Shield is definitely the best monkey knowledge upgrade you can get. Definitely. Because if you survive a round without taking any damage at all, sadly not that round, but if you do, then you get a big old prize of potentially more lives. I say potentially just because I think you have to survive 2 rounds for it to work. Or do you just have to survive 1? I suppose we'll find out maybe here. Yeah, so we just got 5 extra lives there. So just imagine a spike pile reappearing, you know? It's a much better pre-game prep if, big if, you can in fact save the lives. So we'll see how we do. We still have 35 lives. We still have them. And that's what we're aiming to maintain with this strategy. So we'll get Quincy, put him in the corner, as we do. Right. Okay, we've lost our pre-game prep for most sides, and we've lost our Mana Shield officially. Okay, that's our first real life lost, and that's our second one. Okay. But now, we've got a good chunk more lives to handle future situations. Whereas before, we'd be down to about 12 or something. Not ideal. Okay. Good. Good work, Quincy. Right, faster shooting I think is the next thing we get. Because that makes life, oh, so much easier. Okay, yeah. I was going to restart to try and hit that balloon early on that we missed. But considering yellow balloons came out, I was like, no, we're gonna miss a life anyway. It won't change much. Right, but here we go. Now that we've got these two both going kind of crazy on the damage agenda now, we actually have a bit of a chance. A bit of one. I'd like to restate. It's definitely a bit of one, not a guaranteed chance. But it's still there. We like that. Okay, scary, but done. Nice. Now we'll get a ninja. Cool, see? We just lost 4 lives temporarily. Mana Shield's pretty dope. Mana Shield is pretty dope. I feel like every single Odyssey I do may as well just be like a advertisement for Mana Shield. It may as well, because let's be honest, if Odysseys are 99% of the time fairly chill, then Mana Shield is gonna save anybody that's struggling with them. Actually, could I have saved that life if I bought that sooner? These are the questions we must ask. No? Maybe? Ooh. Yes. At least as far as I can tell. I didn't see anything that was happening on this path, so maybe we lost a life, but I didn't notice. Please? Nice. 5 more Mana Shield back in the game. Maybe if that was the only course of yellow balloons, we could have solved that with a Quincy power? You gotta be real on the nose about what you try here. Because you never know what might just come through and save the day. It's always why I buy Seeking Shurikens as well. Every time, gotta get Seeking Shurikens, because you never know when it just decides, fuck it, I'ma swing round and take this bastard out. And it works so well. Alright, 10 Mana Shield lives. We're on a good streak. 15 Mana Shield lives. Love that. Sharp Shurikens. See? Now we're getting into the good upgrades. Now we're getting to the point where we can almost sort of catch up. It's always good to catch up. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean, because we're on such a fuck-off hard map with 4 different lanes, we're already at a disadvantage, right? And so in order to catch up, we need certain upgrades that can do well in a variety of situations, especially this one. This map as the situation. Right, so not bad, not bad. Can we get back to a full 25 Mana Shield lives? That would be pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I would enjoy that. Okay, black balloons, not bad. We can solve that problem. Doesn't seem too crazy now that we've got sharp shurikens throwing themselves all over the place. Double shot, I think, is a no-brainer. Literally just more sharp shurikens. Okay, I think that's it. I think maybe 15 monkey knowledge, which honestly isn't bad. I feel like I would say a majority of players would have 15 monkey knowledge. Obviously not everyone would, but I would say if you've been playing BTD6 for more than like a week, you'll probably have around 15 monkey knowledge if you've been playing every day. Every day for a week. You'd be fairly close. Actually, no, that's not true. It depends how much you play. But still, if you love this game and you know what, that's it. If you've played an Odyssey before and beaten it, I'd say you've probably got 15 monkey knowledge. Probably. Right. I think I want the bomb up here. And obviously the alchemist to go with the ninja. Or maybe do I want the boat to get hot shot now? Because it is slipping a little. It's not great at the moment. Is there a way I can place an alk here and hit the ninja? Not easily, no. Maybe like that, but that just doesn't seem right. Okay. Well, we're doing well here. Not gonna upgrade anything until we need it, and we're gonna need lead popping power by next round. So we'll get hot shots. That does mean we have a bit of a weakness for purple balloons now. But I want to get a recursive cluster. Oh, but it's such a shit decision to make where to put it. If we put a recursive cluster here, I think we'll be alright. And then we can put the alk here. Right, so first of all, it can help out with the lead solution, which is pretty wild. But more importantly, it can still buff the ninja, which is always a good option. I've never thought of buffing a ninja with an alchemist as a bad option. I'm not gonna lie. It's just never crossed my mind. 2 arrows each time, every third one explodes. That's a good lot of Quincy upgrades right there. However, I do like to be careful. Actually, now that I think about it, why the fuck did I... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I was gonna say, why the hell did I place that bomb shooter over there when the Moab is coming from the left side? But you know what? It's actually fine. It's actually fine. Because it's not like there's not threats over this side. And if perchance I need more damage over on this left-hand side, I can always sell something, you know? It's never fully written off that you just have to sort of, I don't know, what do they call it? Bite the nail, bite the hammer, bite the dust. We don't want to bite the dust. Oh god, I don't know the saying. What's the saying where it's like you just gotta bite down on something and sort of charge through head first? I don't know. But either way, we just gotta deal with our situation. We just have to deal with it, put up with it, until hopefully and eventually we win. But yeah, as you can see, just these 2 monkey knowledge upgrades alone, like, don't get me wrong, I did put points into making double shot cost 100 cash less or whatever, but overall we didn't get ninja till later, so mana shield and pre-game prep on their own pretty much solved this map's difficulty. It honestly did. And it gives you guys a little bit of a heads up for this map in general, you know, not just in particular for the Odyssey, but this map in general is quite difficult. Completing it on chimps, I imagine, because I haven't done it, it would be a nightmare. It would be an absolute nightmare, just like this round is right now. Oh, but we're actually doing well. How the fuck are we doing well? Huh, cool. Like that though. Wow, we didn't lose a single life there? Are you sure? I guess the flames from the boat would have been pretty devastating. Okay. That explains it. That explains it. Cool. Right. Balloon Jitsu. That's by far my next priority. I don't know if it'll help. Well, I mean, I know it will, but we'll just see. We'll just see. It's gonna be scary because the Moab is by far my biggest fear at this point. But Balloon Jitsu is cleaning house right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Anything on the rows with Balloon Jitsu in it, just die, right? Just insta-die. Not even a problem. I'm worried, however, about all the other rows. Because if Balloon Jitsu cleans up its own rows too quickly, it can't loop around and help out the other pathways. Which is a shame. Right. And typically, after I get a Balloon Jitsu, I would go straight for a stronger stim, and then I'd be ready for Moab time, right? But in this situation, I feel like I should go for a Destroyer instead. Honestly, I probably should have just gone for a Destroyer straight up. But I think in the next 2 rounds we could potentially afford one. There's potential for it. Oh, shit. Okay, ceramics are heavy. Fucking hell. Right. Let's get cluster bombs instead. No. Cool. Let's not get cluster bombs. Cluster bombs suck. We hate cluster bombs, right, team? No. Instead, because obviously the problem is the ceramics, we will just Quincy ability. Right? The other ceramics are fine because it's going down the ninja path. We know this. Ninja path just obliterates anything. Right? There's no more ceramics until round 40. And those are the ones that come out of the mob, so it's fine. Okay. So we're doing well. I forgot that reverse also reverses the balloon's order of coming out. So I didn't expect ceramics to be right at the front. But they were. Which inevitably sucks. That's okay. That's okay. We can almost get a destroyer. I think it'll be really beneficial if we get it. Let's do it. Because, I mean, look at that. Shooting out so much faster, just dealing the pain. Absolutely dealing and dishing out the pain. Only issue I see potentially happening is a lack of camo detection. Because this boy don't have it. Because he needed the grape shots for the early game. Ninja's definitely got it. Quincy, though... Oh, right, the Moabs are slower. Maybe I over-prepared for this round, then. There's a potential that I over-prepared for this round. But at the same time, better not to risk it, right? Better to play it safe. So, what do I want to get? Perishing potions, of course. I really wish I had that planned from, like, the start of the last round 40 that we did, to be just like, oh, if this fails, perishing potions for sure. No, I did not have that planned. I just thought it up on the fly, and it worked, which was cool. Cluster bombs. Cluster bombs are so good. Still surprises me that cluster bombs can still pop black and zebra balloons, but I'm not gonna complain, because I'm very pleased that that's the case in this situation. Right. Only thing I might have an issue with now is camo, which is fine, because I don't think I'll have a camo problem with Ninja. I think it'll just be with Quincy. So if I can hold off using the ability until such a round occurs, I don't think there's a camo problem after that round. I think it's literally just that one round where camo detection is a bit of an issue on Quincy's side of things. That might be this round, but we'll see how it goes. Wow. Ninja, you fucking legend. You just fucking carried. From fucking downtown, Ninja just, nah, not having that. Sorry, fuck off with your camo bullshit. Take it elsewhere. Okay, I'm really keeping an eye on all the exits here. Sorry if I'm not saying much. I just really need to focus. Make sure nothing slips through. Recursive. Cool, that's gonna guarantee like 300 times more pain to the balloons. Have we done it? I think we've done it, ladies and gents. I think we have done it. Have we done it? Come on, show me the words victory. Make them pop up on my screen. Okay, the words victory didn't pop on. You get what I mean. Anyway, it's done. We have done it, my friends. Admittedly, 15 monkey knowledge. 15 monkey knowledge was what we needed. No powers though, no insta-monkeys, no bullshit other than that. But, there you go. And, funnily enough, if you have ever seen my monkey knowledge series about what I think is the best, typically these two are pretty high up. So, once again, just pre-game prep, and my favorite boy, Mana Shield. It is quite pricey if you're buying it for the first time. Fun fact, if you are just resetting and respecking all your monkey knowledge, you'll see that putting the points back in doesn't take your money again. It just takes the monkey knowledge point. So, you know, if you're respecking for a second time, it's fine. Needs deadly tranquility. Wait, really? Wait, what? Oh, from here. I was so confused. Anyway, you only need 15 monkey knowledge. Everything else, completely optional. Same with your heroes. If you obviously pick a better hero, you'll have a better time, you know. I've been rambling on. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.